Hey there, guys. It's Mia here. I am so excited. I am so excited about this live today. I'm going to teach very simply today. I'm just going to answer your questions. It's a live Q&A. I haven't done one of these in months, and it's your opportunity to just post what your questions are for me. I'm usually here teaching on a topic related to business or packaging what you know, or how to get yourself free, or how to build a business that is time rich. A lot of people have questions about what is that. If you've been following me, you're in the right place tonight. I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant. I got started in my company over 20 years ago, and I simply made a decision. I wanted to figure out how to package my education, my experience, my background into a product or service in a business. And I wanted to leverage my knowledge, my content, and whether it was training, which is my background as a corporate trainer, or whether it was that I would build out a coaching practice. I wasn't sure when I first got started, but I knew that my ideas were highly valuable. My first stop, I went to a small business resource center, and the director of that small business resource center advised me to continue to work for a Fortune 100 company as a corporate trainer. And I just wanted to do things differently. I wanted to renegotiate my hours, the way I was working. I wanted to stop being a salaried person. I didn't want there to be a cap on my income any longer. I wanted to be able to control my time, and maybe, just maybe, you've asked yourself exactly those questions. Well, tonight, we can talk all about those things. I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant, and I'm doing a live Q&A tonight. I haven't done a live Q&A probably in about 4 or 5 months, and they're usually very popular. I come on, I'll answer the questions that are on the floor. If it's 10 minutes, 10 minutes. If it's a half an hour, it's a half an hour. And my only goal is to support you with getting clear on what are the options for you, like to get yourself free, to package your knowledge. How can the Giant Experience Master Training that has coached hundreds of women just like you, how can it support you in taking your knowledge and putting it in a structure that will allow you to monetize what you know? And I believe that what you know is very, very valuable, properly packaged. And the truth of the matter is most people don't know how to take what they know and how to put it in a system, how to put it in a structure. They don't understand what the options are, and that is literally my sweet spot. When I got started in business, I had one huge goal, and that was to get myself free. And maybe you've had this exact same conversation with yourself, like you're just trying to figure out, like, how do I do work differently? It's not that you don't like what you're doing, it's just that you don't have time to do the things that you want to do the most. And so today I work about 7 hours a week servicing my clients, and I love that. And I teach my clients exactly the systems that I built over the last 20 years to leverage my intellect. And, the coolest thing about leveraging your intellect is that sometimes it's meant that I'm training, right? Or selling and licensing my knowledge in some way. Other times it's that I'm consulting or coaching a demographic that needs to know what I know and the results that I know how to create. But sometimes it's just simply that someone is licensing my content, and maybe it's a corporation and they're buying what I know how to do. And I just sell a license for what I know. And it's a very lucrative, high level way to be able to leverage your talents. Maybe you've tried to figure that out. I work with a lot of people who have specialized talents. Maybe you're an anchor woman, or maybe you're a physician of some sort, and you've been trying to figure out, how can I get out of this trading time for dollars? $200 an hour, $500 an hour, $700 an hour model. You're trying to figure out how to renegotiate the way that you earn. Well, tonight's a live Q&A. And as always, you have to be ready for a live. So if you are ready, I want you to write, I'm ready. And I do this on every live. And even if you're watching the replay, I want you to write, I'm ready. Because you do need to be ready to receive a powerful message or get your questions answered. And I'll answer the questions that are on the floor. Once I'm done answering the questions, then I'm going to pop off and spend some time with my family. And my youngest was just playing his drums just a minute ago. You guys miss the treat. Every day he plays his drums, And he's so amazing at that. So if you're ready, I want you to write I'm ready. And if you're watching the replay, I want you to write ready, because you do need to be ready to receive. And my question is, what made you come here tonight? What was the question that you have? You can start writing your questions, posting them here. As I see them, I'll answer them. And then if there are not any questions, because I'm not really teaching tonight per se, I'm answering questions, then I'll pop off. Okay. So if there's one question, I'll answer it. And if there's, several others over the next couple of minutes, I'll answer those as well. I can tell you this, that we have the Giant Experience this coming weekend, and April 30th and May 1st. And, it's just my honor to watch smart women learn how to structure what they do differently. It is a game changer. And it is the one thing that will allow you to live your life differently. At least that's what I've seen for myself and the clients that I've supported who have implemented my systems. I've watched it change their life too, and their lives also. And so you don't have to take my word for it. You can simply, you can just read their testimonials and things like that. We have tons of them. And I say that because I think that if you have the ability to create a result for yourself, you're the kind of person that the Giant Experience is for. When I got started, I was a mom coach. I started as a mom coach, and I had an ability to create results for myself systematically, always finding time for my life. And I knew that there were other women who also would benefit from what I knew how to do. And as a result of that, I decided that would be the way that I would start my business. I started with a soft skill. I didn't start with my professional skill per se. I started with a soft skill. And a lot of my clients get started that way. And I ended up, doing some pretty cool things that allowed me to step into a higher version of myself. So it could be a soft skill that you're looking to package, or it could be your education. It could be your background. It could be a certification. It could be a specialized skill set that you have or knowledge that you have, and you're looking to put it in a different structure so that you can sell your IP, your intellectual property. And if this is you, then I want you to write, this is me. Okay. Awesome. Right. So, okay. So Monica, hey Monica, I'm so glad you're here. How do I protect my IP? Is it necessary to get a copyright before releasing a ebook or classes? Well, I can't give you legal information, but what I would recommend for you to do, because I'm not an attorney, but what I would recommend that you do is reach out in your local area to an IP attorney. Just reach out to an IP attorney, ask them this very question, and they'll tell you exactly what you need to do before releasing your ebook or your classes to make sure that your ideas are copywritten and protected. So that's what I would do. I would tomorrow just get on the phone, call 2 or 3 of them, and they'll tell you. They'll usually do a 15-minute consultation for you, complimentary, and then they'll tell you based on what your goals are, the best way for you to protect your IP. And that's the best answer I can give you. I could tell you what I've done, but the truth of the matter is, like sometimes with IP, it has to be protected in different ways and based on what your goals are. So I hope that supported you. Today's a live Q&A. You can ask me anything over the next couple minutes. And all you need to do is just type here in this box and I will answer those for you. Hey there, Piera. And if there are not any questions, then I'm going to sign off. Let me see while we get the questions loaded. I'm going to pull up one of my a video that I'm going to share with you. And I know that this will support every single person here in packaging your knowledge into a high-ticket product on or offline. If your answer is yes, the Giant Experience is for you. Here's my story. I got started in my business over 20 years ago, and I simply made the decision to go to work as myself. And maybe you've had the exact same question. You want to figure out how to take all of those years of experience or your degrees and put them to use for yourself. That was me. I wanted to figure out how to take my background as a corporate trainer and my systems in motherhood and how to merge them into a business. And I realized that so many women wanted to know exactly how I was able to write best-selling books, and having done partnerships with both Fortune 100 and Fortune 500 companies and get signed to media, Emmy nominated and nationally syndicated television shows as the mom strategist. And so I decided to equally transfer what I knew how to do to them. And I built out a coaching practice that today has coached thousands of women just like you who are ambitious, smart, and sharp, highly actionable, go-getters. And they wanted to figure out how they could go to work for themselves. I've built a business and a life that is unrecognizable, where I can work from the comfort of my home or from anywhere that I choose in the world. And it's exceptionally powerful. And I teach other women how to do the same. I work about 7 hours a week. I've built a business that's time rich. And I don't trade time for dollars any longer. And it is the model that I teach my clients equally so that they have time for the things that matter the most. That business has allowed me to be there for my family when they've needed me most. My husband got a kidney transplant almost 8 years ago. And I'm so grateful that I built the business before I needed it with the right models so that I could have the time to help my husband heal. Equally, as a family, we've been able to travel the world together and enjoy one another because I wanted a business that would give me time freedom and not a cap on my income. I, like you, wanted to renegotiate the way that I earned, and I've done exactly that. Let me tell you how it works. When you sign up for the Giant Experience today, you get 45-day access to watch from the comfort of your home. You can watch, rewind, and replay, so you are totally in control. But in addition to my proprietary system, when you sign up, you get access to 2 coaching sessions. And that's my opportunity to consult you, to support you with understanding how to take your knowledge and put it in a structure that's most profitable, and show you how to monetize currently what you're doing and how to market it at the highest level. My clients who have attended the Giant Experience have created amazing results. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can listen to their experiences. They share how within weeks, in some cases days, and even a few months, many of them have been able to take what they're doing and finally monetize what they know. Now I invite you to show up for your Giant Experience. Watch the testimonials from my clients and see if the kind of results that my clients create resonate with you. And if so, then you already know you're a giant, the kind of giant that I support. And I look forward to you being our next success story.
Before I met Mia, I was selling my product for a very, very low price, and I did not just believe in what I was worth. So I had to change my mindset. I had to change the way I thought. I had to start believing in abundance and expecting it. And so these are the things that I had to learn as Mia mentored us. Now I'm happy to say I'm selling my product for what it's worth.
I am a voice and music coach and a singer-songwriter. I help people find their voices, and Mia Redrick and the Giant Experience Master Training helped me find mine. Before taking Mia's class, I felt such a sense of overwhelm, and I felt fear that I wouldn't be able to create the life that I want. And as a result of taking Mia's class, I gained what I'm going to call the 4 C's: clarity, connection, confidence, and community.
Before working with Mia, I couldn't sell a $297 product. After working with Mia for about 10 months, I was pitching a $10,000 product to a company.
I have been working with Mia Redrick for a couple of months now. I come to this experience with a lot of education. She was speaking my language from day one. What has changed for me is with all of the education, with all of the training and workshops and private coaching and things that I've had, what I didn't have was a real understanding on how I could package these things, price them, and promote them so that I could monetize what it is that I do and what it is that I wanted to do. And now with Mia, I have an understanding of how to take my tangible and intangible gifts, talents, and skills and put those things in a package that allows me to serve other people and benefit from it.
I was stuck. I never thought of my knowledge as something that I could create it as a proprietary system. What is the value of that? For me, it is priceless. And I'm so happy I made the investment because I can now see how my business can be transformed and how I can be transformed as a result of this work. So I cannot thank Mia enough.
I've been working with Mia for the past 5 weeks, and in that 5 weeks, I have been able to restructure and structure my programs, practices, and systems in order for me to explore and pitch to agencies, organizations, and groups in arenas that I never thought possible before. As I continue to work with Mia, I know that I can only grow from her tutelage, her coaching. Mia, I appreciate you, and I can't wait to see what this year brings.
As a result of working with Mia Redrick and being a part of the Giant Circle, I have started my first coaching business. I have it registered as an LLC, and I'm learning all the behind scenes of starting up a business. I'm so thankful that I know my life will be changed and is changed forever because of the Giant experience, because of Mia and all the ladies in the Giant Circle.
I just want to share a little bit about my experience this week with Mia and the Giants at the Giant Conference. This has been so immediately applicable and useful, just nonstop value. And I cannot begin to describe how, even if I can't listen to every minute of everything, the minutes I hear are already changing in real time what I'm doing. And I just want to say thank you so much to Mia because of the wisdom she has shared. I feel like the way I'm supporting my current clients has even improved because it makes more clear for me the structure of what I can package for them that can better meet their needs.
Since working with Mia, I've gone from working as a licensed therapist where I saw clients one-to-one to now creating a new business, a business that's time rich where I work with clients one-to-many and creating just various products and services that I had never thought about until working with Mia. So if you are looking for a business coach that can help you package all of your training, education, knowledge, life experiences together at an optimal level, I highly recommend Mia Redrick.
Okay. So I'm so excited because we got some questions. So I'm glad that you also had an opportunity to see the video. Did the video resonate? You guys, did it resonate or did it resonate? You know, I love working with my clients and they're giants. And I only work with women who are giants because if you want to change your life, you got to be giant about it. And you're going to have to do some things that likely you've not done before. I love holding women accountable who really want to see their life be unrecognizable 1 year out from there. I'm so excited about that. Hey, Robert, I'm excited. So Nicole, you have a question. And tonight's a live Q&A. So I'll answer a couple of questions and I'm happy to do it because a lot of times you've been here on in my community, you've had a question for me, but you haven't had an opportunity to ask me, how could the Giant experience work for you? Or how can I support you in some way? Or, you know, how can you take your knowledge and package it? Nicole writes, what would be the best plan of action while turning what you know into a profitable business while at a job that you want to quit and will leave once that takes place? So I can share with you what I've done. A lot of my clients have gotten themselves free also based on my system. And what I did for myself was I created a transition plan. And it's what I teach them as well. I don't recommend that people just up and leave their jobs or anything like that. You start small, right? You start building your business, but starting small doesn't mean that it's not profitable and can't be profitable right away. If you package your knowledge, what you know how to do, the results you know how to create, and you start selling what you do for high ticket, and I teach you exactly based on yourself, how you can take what you've been doing over the years and put it in a more valuable structure, how to price what you're doing to fully value the results you create. And I show you how to market in a way so that competition is irrelevant because so many people think that there's just one set of clients, there's just one way to do things, and there isn't. My clients are individuals. I show them based on their skills, their talents, and their background, the best route for them, what the options can look like for them to package and sell their knowledge for high ticket. Now, high ticket is $2,500 or more, and most of my clients sell for the or more. So I'm real excited about that. So to answer your question, you create a transition plan, you package what you know at the highest level. Let me give you an example. Let's say you were selling your knowledge for $10,000 per client. Okay. And let's say you had a goal to hit $100,000 a year. You only need 10 clients. So the work really isn't on, selling low ticket things or selling things that don't deliver a result. It's really about understanding how and what you do that can create amazing results for others. And because of my background as a corporate trainer, I know the different options available to you and to all of my clients that would allow people to see what you're doing at the highest and tallest level. And I hold you accountable to charge what you're worth. And that really is the shortcut. So I don't know if you've seen the testimonials on the Giant Experience page, and I'll post it here in a little bit, but they can't all be lying. We've got literally hundreds of testimonials from women who've attended the Giant Experience Master Training. Many of them never had a product at all. A lot of my clients come from the medical profession, and they just want to package your knowledge. They're just looking for a way to do work differently. They want to work from anywhere, like me, right? But they want to do it like them, not like me. I mean, like me in the sense of I want to work from anywhere, from my house or anywhere I chose to in the world. They want to work differently. Okay. And I think for a lot of people, COVID changed that. For so many people who were working from home, created a desire and an appetite to do work differently. They just don't have the model. So Nicole, let me know if that supported you. It was a great question. I appreciate you being here. Today's a live Q&A. You can post your questions. I'll answer them. Cynthia says, hi, Mia. This is Cynthia. Can you please explain the 45-day access to your training? Yes. So that's a great question. So let me pull this up and I'll show it to you, because I think it's even better if I do that. 1 second. Okay. All righty. Now let me go over here, and I'm going to share my interested in packaging your, I want to share that. Okay, but let me figure this out. 1 second. Okay. And now I'm going to share with you guys my screen. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. And I think this will be helpful because then you can see it. In essence, the Giant Experience, it literally is my life's work. And the 45-day access that you get is you get access to the system that I've created over the years for myself, right? To be able to do media at the highest level, and also to be able to, in addition to that, to be able to do corporate deals. And that's really kind of how I started my business. You guys should be able to see my screen currently. I just need to check on my phone to make sure. So you get 45-day access to my training. It's a live event that I hosted back in 2019. When the women attended the event, within 2 weeks, they closed collectively over $250,000. And it really did not stop there. It was just like the thing that kind of kept them all going. I just want to check and make sure you guys can see what I am showing you. Yeah, you can. All right. And so you get 45-day access to that training because it really teaches you the mindset that you need to have. It teaches you the systems around how to take your knowledge and put it in a structure, how to think differently. Because a lot of times what we've learned, we have to unlearn, because so many people have been selling low ticket things, or they've been selling products that don't deliver value. The Giant Experience will support you as a woman to build, launch, and scale. And you learn how to do high ticket consulting, coaching, course creation, training, and speaking if you want to do it at the highest levels. So that's what the training is all about. And I'll post this link here. But if you come to the page, it breaks down what the structure looks like. Like, this is how it works. So first, you sign up and you get access to 10 hours for 45 days of this training. And you can stop and start. It's from the comfort of your home. So you don't have to rush through what you're learning. And that's what I really, really love about the training. And I believe it's the reason that people leave the event and they clear, right? And changed. You learn how to package your knowledge into one-to-many high ticket offers. So I'm not a big fan of teaching my clients how to work one-to-one. Most women come to me because they want to get themselves free, and I show them how to do that. And you learn how to set your premium prices that value the results you deliver. And I can tell you that it's different for every single client. So I don't just make it up. It's not just one standard number. Okay. You learn how to attract clients who can pay you premium for your products and your services. Because at the end of the day, if you're delivering results, you want to work with people who pay for results. And I teach my clients exactly that. And you learn how to find, sell, and close only to the right audience using my turnkey sales process. And sometimes I will tweak that process for each person because it's different. Some of my clients use my sales script, some of them don't, but I show them how, based on and who they're selling, what they have to, how to close and sell. And it's something I'm exceptionally good at. I've sold to corporate Fortune 100 companies. I've sold to, lots of obviously high ticket coaching and consulting. I've sold to tons of businesses, my knowledge. I've equally worked on Emmy nominated and nationally syndicated television shows as the mom strategist brand, as paid talent. So a lot of the women that come to me are looking to do those things. They want to take their book, they want to leverage their book and sell it to a corporation, and they don't know how or where to get started. How to position your marketing so that your ideal clients come to you. And I'm a big fan of marketing in such a way that your ideal clients come to you. I go live on Mondays. Okay. And that's, primarily what I do. Outside of that, Tuesday night, I have a coaching call with my clients. And the rest of the time I spend living my life. And I teach my clients exactly how to build a business that's time rich. You also get to select the date to join me for 2 days of live Zoom accelerated coaching. And what it is I think it's from 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock p.m. on Saturday, and then 11 until 2 or 3 on Sunday. You get to ask me anything, and everything's broken down in segments. And I laser coach you around your process to, and give you some strategy and the mindset to build a profitable business, because we have to think the same way. And then I show you how to create your offers as a coach, a consultant, a speaker, a trainer. And I show you how to articulate the value of what you bring to the table, because a lot of times we don't understand that. That's not a language that most people are speaking, because they come from a job model where they're trading time for dollars. And then you also learn models on how to do what you want to do without working 40, 50, 70 hours or more a week. And it's pretty cool. You get to ask me whatever you want to know, and I'll answer those questions for you directly. I actually think that one of the things that's most powerful are the questions that you don't know to ask, that somebody else will ask, right? Because we have a very congruent, high-level community. And so a lot of times when I'm coaching someone else, you'll get fed because of the kind of women that I work with. They're just sharp and they do the work. You get an implementation and accountability workbook guide, and I give you a roadmap, right? And step by step. And you see the client panel, you'll see for yourself the kind of results that my clients have created. And the investment, quite frankly, is just $1,997. I drop in the bucket for what you have created. We've had people who've come to the Giant Experience, who leaving the Giant Experience within 24 hours have closed $2,500, $10,000, $5,000. We had one woman that came 6 weeks. Within 6 weeks, we had 2 women actually. Within 6 weeks, one closed a $140,000 deal. Another closed, what did Diana close? It was like $149,000. I could show you better than I can tell you. Let's see. So when you come to the page, which I'll post here, you'll be able to see for yourself tons of testimonials. And, and you get to decide if these kind of results resonate with you. Now, I can't guarantee that these will be your results because I don't know if you implement or not, but I can tell you that I haven't had a failure for anyone that's done the work. And if you want a mentor that's truthful, that has a proven track record, that can show you what they're doing, okay, we have that, and literally, it's something that is really, really important to me. That's what the Giant Experience is, and I think I answered your question. Okay, I think I answered your question, and let me know if I didn't. Okay, so Cynthia, did that do it for you? Okay. But it's 45-day access to the training. And I love it because you get to stop, start, and rewind. Why do you need that? Because sometimes you ever been at a live event and you're like, that was so good, but you wish you could hear it again because you can't really remember what you heard. Well, this is your opportunity to hear it again and again and to get it. And that is the coolest part. And the coolest part also is that it's with an audience of giants, really sharp women who are sharing what they're doing. So you get the synergy of what they put in play, what their questions are, and you benefit from their experience, from their perspective. So Monica writes, I am not comfortable with using media. Do you think I could charge clients more by convincing them that one-on-one classes are more effective for what I'm teaching? You could do that, certainly. I think that, you have a couple of different options, on Monica. I have a lot of clients who are not comfortable when they start working with me with using media. And I think what I get them to do is to think differently about what they're afraid of, right? And that, is there an easy way for you to be able to do media so that you can coach people one to many? I mean, maybe there is. I can tell you that when I got started, I was not technical at all. And so I had a fear very much like you, but I had to face that fear to step into the kind of business and the kind of life that I desire. So I actually think that, sure, you could actually work with clients and one-on-one and charge high ticket for that. But I think there's also an opportunity for you to be able to work one to many as well and learn what technology is easy for you, right? Building a business can come with ease and grace. I hope that has helped you. Are there any other questions? Tonight's a live Q&A, and we had some great questions tonight. Any other questions that you have for me? If so, just post them here. Robin, I'm so glad that you're here. And I look forward to coaching you this weekend. And that's what's so cool about the Giant Experience is that I just have an opportunity to get to know the women and the cohorts and to support them, like with getting amazing results, because that's what it's about. And that's what is exciting to me. It's not just having clients come and pay for an event, but it's actually giving them what they need so that they can create amazing results. And that's why we have hundreds of testimonials, is because of that exact thing. So are there any other, you're excited, Robin writes, I'm excited as well. Awesome. Are there any other questions? How long are the live trainings? So the live trainings, we take great care of you doing them, and they're also recorded. It's a great question too. And they're also recorded. And they're done in segments. So they're on Saturday, I think it starts at 10 o'clock until 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Sunday from 11 till 3. We do break for lunch. We do take intermittent breaks as well so that everybody's, ready. But most of the time, people are so stoked about what they're learning and on fire that like the time just goes by, so fast, right? So so that's kind of how it works. So I think I answered how long are the live trainings. It's a full day, and I'm answering your questions in segments around packaging, pricing, positioning, and finding buyers. Because ultimately, you could have the most amazing product ever, but if we don't know how to find buyers, then what happens? Okay, if you don't know how to sell what you're doing, then what's happening, right? So so we tailor the coaching. I tailor it to the individuals who are in the cohorts. And it's funny because it's like the group always matches, right? It's like always the same ambition level. And if you've been looking for your people, giants, women who can see and believe bigger for themselves and are willing to do the work, then the Giant Experience is absolutely for you. Are there any other questions that you have for me, these were some great ones tonight. And I appreciate all of you who shared and asked questions because, ultimately that's what it takes, right? To get your questions answered. Okay. Are there any other questions? Going once. Okay, this is your last chance to post questions here. As I told you, tonight was a live Q&A, and my only goal is to come on and answer any questions that you might have for me about how you could package your knowledge into a high-ticket product or how the Giant experience works. Exactly. So you get 45-day access, which is pretty amazing, very, very generous for you to, in that period of time, to watch and rewind, replay over and over and over again. And I know that as a result of watching the training, we're speaking the same language. So that's really important because a lot of people have been taught the wrong things, right? Yes. So Cynthia writes, do you offer ongoing mentoring coaching for a particular group? So not everyone. I don't work with everyone. You have to want it for yourself, because to change your life, you have got to be committed. And that is one of the things that I'm very picky about are the women that I say yes to work with, because I want you to get it. When you make an investment in yourself, you're your number one asset. And we are partners in that. And I'm so excited to support someone that wants to do the work. I mean, you heard a couple of testimonials earlier from just a small subset of clients, and each and every one of them have the same elements. They take 100% responsibility for doing the work. And to change your life, you've got to be willing to do that. And that's really important. But yes, I do mentor and coach clients, many of them beyond the Giant experience, if they qualify. And some will decide that, ongoing coaching isn't what they need in this moment. So there's no heavy selling or anything like that. It's an incredible masterclass. Most people say when they are done that masterclass, they would have paid $5,000 to $7,500 for the class. And I agree with that based on the level of teaching and mentorship. And I don't hold back at all. And I also think that it's such a great way for you, if you've been watching me and you're like, I think I want to work with her because I've seen all her results. It's a great first step. It's a great first step. So are there any final questions before I sign off? I want to thank you for being amazing. And you are amazing tonight. I did post a link for the Giant experience here. I'll post it again. All right. So go check out the testimonials on the page. You don't have to take my word for it. Just hear what my clients are saying, their experiences. And if any of what they're saying resonates with you, then take that next step and invest in yourself. And I look forward to having the opportunity to see you on the other side for your Giant experience. And you deserve it. You deserve it. It can change your whole life. One decision can change your entire life. And I can tell you that, I think about this all the time because 20 years later, I've stepped inside my dream. It was the dream that I had 20 years ago. And it's given me the opportunity to do life on my own terms. And I did the work. I made the investments in myself because I'm my number one asset. And you're your number one asset too. It was great speaking with you tonight. Have an amazing rest of your evening or your day, depending on when you're seeing this. And post your comments below or share with a friend. Talk to you soon.